G'day, this is Simon from the brackets here at South OC Cars and Coffee, and I'm with Shad, who doesn't have a car of the week car this week. He has a very special featured car. What is it, Shad?
So we have the 2020 first mid-engine Corvette hardtop convertible out here today.
Yeah, you heard that. The very first Corvette Convertible C8 here at South OC Cars and Coffee. Shad actually works for GM, so let's walk around the car and hear about what they brought along. So this particular car, you mentioned, this is the convertible. The coupe has been shown for a few months, particularly at dealerships, but this got announced this week. The actual announcement went out for the convertible this week.
That's right. This past Wednesday in Florida and then out in Marina Del Rey, we showed the convertible for the first time.
And we are very, very, very fortunate and appreciative that you brought along to us. This particular orange is called...
This is Sebring Orange.
Sebring Orange, which is interesting. As a Holden guy, my favourite car of all time is a 1969 HT Monaro from Australia, also a GM product, and actually it was called Sebring Orange. So it's kind of cool for me to see orange in the GM family has been returned to that Sebring name. The one thing I'll say about this Corvette I've noticed from doing all the options and actually using the configuration tool, there are a stack of different options you can get for this car, and they actually encourage you to go to the website and build the car to your spec, don't they?
Yeah, and that's really interesting because for the first time, customers can customize it so much. The exterior, the interior, so many options that you can have close to a one-off car pretty easily.
Yeah, I went through it a couple of times myself, and I sat there and showed it. My friends and I were all sharing around what we've done, but everything from the interior color to some of the highlighting things you can see in there, the orange seat belts that you can get for it, down to things like carbon fiber on the mirrors, carbon fiber on the roof. There's also carbon fiber trim pieces you get on the side, and also aero on the side, which anybody who's a Ferrari person is very similar to some of the sort of top spec Ferrari. So really great to see these options. Even the rear wing, there's optional rear wing in carbon fiber. So great opportunity for somebody to actually build the car exactly as they want it. So the thing that blows people's mind is, let's talk about the price. So what the coupe comes in at?
Coupe starts at $59,950.
So under $60,000, you can get a mid-engined V8 supercar that's half the price of everything else that's out there. It's almost more than or less than half the price. And of course, you can once again, you can spec it up to be whatever you want. But the convertible, what's that at? That's
convertibles adds about $7,500 to the MSRP. So for this, the base convertible would be $67,450.
That's just amazing, and it's so much car for so little money. I think it's going to be a real game changer in the automotive industry. The guys at McLaren and Ferrari and Lamborghini are going to have to look at this thing and go, wow, we've really got to sharpen our pencils, because it's a game changer.
Yeah, I mean, that's always been what Corvette offers, is it's an attainable sports car that can keep up with everybody. And this one is the performance of this car compared to the C7. Our engineers will tell you they got every bit of performance out of C7 that they could. The next step was to move the engine and start all over, and that's what this is about here. We've been talking about this car for 50 years.
Yes.
The engine behind the driver.
Yep, absolutely.
And here we go. It's finally here.
And it's interesting, a lot of the purists on the forums, I was following a couple of the forums on Facebook and online, some of the purists going, a Corvette has an engine in the front. Let's return right back to the very roots of the C1. That car was built to compete with European sports cars at the time. They were front-engine cars at the time. The European market had moved on to mid-engine a long time ago because they'd realised those limitations. And so now Chevrolet's in the same position where, as you said, they got every ounce of performance they could, especially the last C7 ZR1. That thing's insane. But this provides a platform that really takes them into the future and resets that whole focus of being an attainable sports car that can compete with European cars.
Yeah.
So it's really, really special. Some nice colours available as well. We're talking about that blue, the bright blue. What's that called again?
So there's two blues. There's Arctic blue and there's Lake Elkhart blue.
Yeah.
Two different shades.
Yeah, and so one's a darker metallic, one's this really bright blue. I love that colour because you can actually get a matching trim colour for that as well, which looks really, really cool. But there's lots of different interior trim colours. There's reds. There's a really interesting sort of tan colour. There's this sort of lightish grey colour. So lots and lots of options on this car. So anything else you want to add about it, or things that you've realised since the car started being shown to the public?
Yeah, I mean, There's a lot. I mean, every time we show up somewhere with this car, it just gets amazing reviews. People are very into it. The ability to buy a car for under 60 grand that'll do 194 miles per hour, 0 to 60 in 3 seconds or less. That's what this is about.
Yep.
That's what's getting everybody excited.
And then, of course, we've got future versions of Z06s coming down the line and all sorts of possibilities with that mid-engine platform where really, the sky is the limit about what this car's going to be able to achieve. So, big thank you to you, Shad, for bringing this along, and of course to General Motors for, we feel very privileged to have the car here. So, thank you so much.
Our pleasure. This is the place to be for sure.
Awesome. Thank you.